Hi everyone, this is Alexander Antsipov, and in this video I'm going to show how to create a mobile application with Face ID or fingerprint integration. So first let's create new application Ionic 4 with name Face App. Press create. Application is ready, and first what we have to do, import corresponding Appery plugin. So in our case it is Face ID and Fingerprint plugin in category security. So as you see, plugin was successfully imported. So let's take a look what namely was imported into our application. First of all, it's biometric authentication screen. The UI of screen is very simple, so it is just two buttons and two labels, availability status and login status. So as you already guessed, when we press the first button, our application will check biometric availability on the mobile device, and when we will press second button, we will run biometric authentication. What else were added into our application? It is two generic services. First service is biometric availability service with empty request and response with just one field status, and the same biometric login service again with empty request and response with status field. Now let's change routing from screen 1 to just edit biometric authentication screen. Press save and test. Application is ready and we can test how it's work in desktop browser. So first let's press check availability button, which return face, and second biometric login button. Of course our application didn't invoke real Face ID recognition because it's a preview in a browser, but in such situation our generic service return predefined response in order to have opportunity to test how application will work on mobile phone and be able to map response properly, interact on this response, and so on. So now let's come back to Appery and generate a native build to test how this feature work on real mobile device. So press export and then select required build. So I already generated iOS build, and now let's take a look how it's work. Now on the screen you see the screen of my real mobile phone, and first I will press check availability button. So as you see, my phone supported recognition by face, and now let's press biometric login button. As you saw, my mobile phone ran biometric authentication by Face ID, and I was recognized successfully. And probably last thing, let's consider situation when we have to add this functionality to new screen. So in our case it can be screen 1. It's very easy. So first what we have to do, add data source. So let's add biometric login service and provide name face login, for example. So since our generic service doesn't accept any request parameters, we don't have to add any mapping before send, and everything what we have to do just to provide some actions or mapping in case of successful login and error login. So here it can be mapping on navigation to another page, and in case of unsuccessful login we can show, for example, some alert or toast and so on. And to invoke the service, everything what is needed, add some component, for example button, and then in our event panel specify event, click for example, then select action, invoke service, and select just created service face login. Press save and that's it. After that biometric authentication will be available for screen 1. That is all what I wanted to show in this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel.